Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of All of the Mods 9. Today is episode 31, and I've done some work. So, between this episode and last, which was Thursday of last week, we did a live stream of about 2-ish hours, where we kind of built a cocoa bean farm, got some stuff moved around, and I went ahead and, off camera, after the stream, I built a bamboo farm and a sugarcane farm. These work pretty well. I won't say they're like the greatest, but they work for the space that I was given or that I made, right? So you can see here that there is some issues where the sugarcane floats because the lily pad of fertility makes it grow too quickly. The observers kind of break a little bit. But overall, this has been working. We've got 10,000 sugarcane. Over here, the bamboo is basically one sugarcane farm. Using some LaserIO, I was able to transmit the redstone signal down without doing any kind of redstone shenanigans, but this has got 1,000 in there. Not too crazy, but we really don't need a lot of bamboo. Down here, we've got a cactus farm going, which this is using a item collector down at the bottom that's just then through pipes pushed into here. So we've got 16,000 cactus as of current in here, which is a fantastic thing. We've also, of course, got demagnetization coils kind of everywhere. They're all under the ground for every single one of these other farms. And I've also moved the farms in one, so I could actually squeeze this barrel here. And if I ever put a farm there, I can put a barrel on the other side. And, of course, I transferred that down as well, just so we have conformity. And then here I did this tree farm, which has got an add-on of 2 in the plant gatherer, plant sower. And that actually gives us 25 blocks of dirt, which is 25, 25, 25, and 25, so 100. Well, previously we had a 9x9, which had, I believe, 81 saplings in total, so this is actually better, and it's been operating. You can see that it's kind of backlogged, so we'll have to look at that here in a second. We've got most of the AE2 system moved, not all of it. There's some stuff, such as our Stoneworks, which we're going to work on today. We're going to improve that a little bit. But we've got most of this moved over. We've got our entire pattern system moved over, our controller, wireless. I've divided our crafting coprocessors up because we shouldn't really need them to be 256 and 256 combined. If we need something that massive, we will adjust and we'll add more 256Ks and crafting coprocessors to the existing ones. But that way we're not running into as many issues as we were with not having enough crafting CPUs. So down here, we've got a lot of our auto crafting and all of that stuff. Basically everything we had in our small hut. We still don't have the ore system set up. I'm actually letting that just process a lot of the ores that we've been getting in the last little while. But today, we're actually going to use this space for our Stoneworks. And what we're going to do with Stoneworks is we're actually going to use Industrial Foregoing's Material Stonework Factory. I don't remember fully how these function, but we're going to look at it. Okay, so let's just set one down. I want to set it right here. So, if I remember correctly, you can generate just a lot of different things through this, right? So you can see that we could do obsidian. Thing is, it would use lava. I don't have a generation of lava right now, so I'm not too worried about this. But in the future, if we wanted to, we could totally do this. So let's go cobblestone. And there's no way to go previous, by the way. Right click, left click, both do the same thing. So to do something like this, we would basically want to say, let's see, I'm trying to remember. So crushing would give us gravel. This would give us sand. And then that would give us glass, I believe. It's been a minute since I've messed with this block, because I've been trying to find other ways other than using it. But we're going to use it here for now. And we're going to see, just so we can simplify some things. So let's get this looked at here. So I've got a bucket of lava. I got a bucket of water. So we're just going to right click and right click. So this is going to start working. Oop. Okay, so we can't put 2 processing upgrades in there, which is fine. So yes, this is now making glass. You can see that this is definitely not a fast process by any means, but I think this could be good enough. I don't know. It definitely is not as fast as our current system. I will say that. But then again, our current system is really, really slow, and the fact that it's being a process of cobble, gravel, right? It's going from cobblestone to glass, right? And then it's got all its dividends, which is stone, gravel, and sand. There's no one-step process. So I'm kind of thinking, what if we flip this on its head, right? What if we took our existing system, which is right over here. I took out the building, so it confused me for a second there. If we took our existing system and made it to where we actually, let me think, where we divided it. So we'd have one that makes gravel, we have one that makes sand, and then one we have that makes glass. But the thing is, the system works as of now, and I don't think I really want to change that much. As you can see, the whole process is seized. So if we were to just to move this, I think that'd be perfect. Because the Stoneworks, while they're cool in practice, they are slower than what our current system is. So let's just move this. I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I did make the cobblestone a little bit better. So let's just get some buckets. Let's get this transferred. Because I was thinking, yeah, the Stoneworks would be cool, but definitely, if it's that slow, I want to be able to basically always have inventory no matter what. And I would assume we probably need an abundance of this stuff in the future. So I definitely want to be able to just say, hey, I need, 1 million cobblestone, which right now I have 2 million. I want to be able to just pull 1 million out of here without any need to wait. And I think this should give us a decent relief. So let's just get this filled in. Okay. But yeah, we'll do that. We will just ignore the material Stoneworks. And I don't really care if we wasted it. We'll probably use it for obsidian, in all honesty. We also could use the igneous extruder for obsidian, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, we can't. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I didn't remember. I couldn't remember if we could or not, but that's okay. So, let's just pull this all off. Let's see. Cobblestone. And then this was being pulled out from the back to then be put into stone. Okay. So let me get this transferred because we're not doing it the way that I thought we were going to. And I will be back here in a little bit once that is complete. Alright, so I've got that all ironed out. This actually fit perfectly right here. We didn't have to make any real changes, just kind of where the laser nodes were sitting. Power's running under it. Of course, the cobble gens are just down under here. Nothing too crazy. Doing the 4 thickness floors definitely is helping out completely. Like, it is amazing how much we're actually able to fit under this floor. So, I've actually also got storage controllers placed in strategic spots around the base to where we can actually kind of connect everything using the wireless, what are these things called? Wireless connection points, connectors. Yeah, connector. These things here. That allows for us to do some pretty good stuff with storage buses and all of that things. So we're able to kind of get all of these items without needing to do any shenanigans or anything like that. Definitely very useful here in this case because we have all of our major items sitting up in this area with a storage controller ender chest, which is where all of our ores or ingots and slime balls and mob drops, all that stuff comes into. So we've got a lot of things definitely figured out. And of course, with the range boost and all that stuff, we can definitely increase that. I didn't want to increase it too much. It looks like the actual diamond tier is perfect for 2 floors. And you kind of have to place it on the top floor, which is what I did here. So if I actually grab our linking tool, you can see that the very top of this layer is actually where the range ends, and then on the second floor is where it kind of ends as well. So we've got that ability to get everything all in one, which is awesome. So what's next? Well, I don't really know because I don't really want to keep moving stuff left and right. I know we need to get Powah automated. I think that's kind of our next goal. And since we've not really done that, this is going to be something we're going to do on camera here. So we're going to teleport over here. And we are going to go down to this level because I should be able to automate this very closely, but I'm not sure because I know we're going to need energizing rods nearby to actually get this going. So I'm not 100% sure because if I do... well, let's actually look. So how many tiers of power are there? Let's go with that first. So we've got basic, or I think it's technically starter, basic, hardened, blazing, niotic, spirited, and nitro. The ones we need to worry about are energized steel, blazing crystals, niotic, spirited, nitro. So that is 5 in total. So we need to have the ability to do 5 different energizing orbs, is what I'm thinking. So we could use some floor space here. So let's get our current energizing orb, and let's just get a handful of these. So dielectric casings. So let's go 4 for 4 of those. 4 for 4 of those. Goodness gracious, that was a stutter and a half right there. So the 4 of these. Oop, looks like we actually need some of those goodies as well. So there's all 5. And we're going to have to think this through. So if we put this here, skip 1, 2 here, skip 1, 2 here, 1, 2, skip, skip. There we go. Is that in about the same spot? I think it is. Yeah, that's perfect. So the issue is going to be like right here. We're going to hit like a space blockage, right? So maybe we push these together just one more. Okay. And let's see, because now the issue is going to be powering these if they're so close together. So what if we do... because we can link energizing rods to these, by the way. So if I do that, I could do an array of the energizing rods. So just like this. And I really wonder how close they can be. Because if the energizing rods can be in this block, this will work. But the problem is now, as you can see, that we are conflicting with the other orb. So let's push this back over. So here, and then push this one back. Push this one. And then, I think that's wrong. How is, okay, hold on. How did I do this? 1, 2. This needs to go here. 1, 2 here. 1, 2 there. And then this needs to go down 1. Right? And then this needs to go over. Very confusing on the spacing, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so now I should be able to do 3, turn around, 3, turn around. Okay, and then, oh, this one's out too far in it. Yeah, then just do that. Okay, and then do this. So this is kind of the idea for right now. I don't know how viable this idea is, mostly because it's very weird in the concept of this. Because technically we could go and use one singular energizing orb. But if we do more with Powah, such as like a Powah reactor or whatever, we would need to be able to actually get this. And I think one of the things we need to think of is the Nitro Crystals. because the Nitro Crystals, if I'm not mistaken, are a part of the All the Mods 9 shenanigans. I think. Because there's like a hyper... Oh, did they take that out? Hold on. I thought there was something part of the All the Mods star that required this. But I don't remember what it was. I thought maybe it's changed. That could be a possibility. And it looks like we could also get Nitro Crystals and stuff in a different form as well, which is a possibility. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought there was like a Hyper Nitro Crystal or something, and it doesn't appear to be here anymore, because I know it was added by Cube.js, but maybe I'm misremembering things. Anyway, at mech, let's just look up Ultimate Pipes. And I do want to look at getting better energizing rods as well. So we'll need to look at that. So we're just going to do one of these on camera here. And I probably need at Powah linking tool, wrench. What is it called? Wrench. That's what it's called right there. And then energizing orbs or rods. I need to go get probably a better tier of these, right? We got to go all the way up to get to our pattern interface, which that is going to get annoying, by the way, going up and down, but that's okay for right now. We will get over it. So let's pattern craft this. So recipe. Just going to go down in the tiers till we get to this one. And then do the next tier, which I don't think we've done, right? And then we aren't even close to Spirited, so we're just going to leave it there. So I probably don't have enough resources to get the higher tiers just yet, which would be the actual Niotic. But I mean, we can look. So each one of these is 9. So we'd need 45 in total to actually get... Oh, did I miss a tier? Yes, I missed a tier. We would need 45 of these to get a full set, right? So let's see. Did I throw the other ones in there? I think I did. So let's go 45. So we're still not able to do blazing. Why am I not able to do the blazing one? Is it because it pulled from the system? Hold on, let me redo these patterns, because I think if we do substitutions, it may let me just craft this. So we're just going to enable substitutions on all of these, which I hope just kind of ignores NBT data, but I have no idea. So let's put these back in there, and I probably have 2 blazing. So there's a blazing, hardened, niotic. Yeah, so I've got multiples. So clear. So that should be good. Let's try 45. Okay, so now we just need blazing crystals. So let's just try 9 of the niotic for now. And then I will come back once we automate blazing, which I don't think is going to be too difficult, because blazing is the tier after hardened. So after hardened, I'll do blazing. That won't be too bad. Okay. Oh, yeah, these are independent items. I forget about that. Because they all have their own data. All right. Back down to this level. And we should be able to place these directly on mechanism pipes. Okay. And then, yes, so these are all linked to the proper one, which is awesome. Okay, so now what we want to do is just get a flux point. We're just going to do an independent flux point for each. If I need to go make flux, I will. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. And also, these pipes hold a lot of RF or FE, whatever you want to call it. So that's a thing. All right. So we also need to get a wireless connector here, which I don't know if I can actually craft any of these right now because I don't have any Certus Quartz dust because that's all still over here, which we need to transfer soon because it is becoming an issue. Okay, so we're looking at this one. We'll just throw a handful in our system. Let's do the same with Certus Quartz crystals because we most likely don't have any in our system, and then also Fluix. Which even after all this time, I don't think this was actually ever chunk loaded. So it's only active whenever I'm over here, which is a problem. We'll resolve later down the line, of course, because we're going to chunk load basically everything in our new base, which is fantastic. So, okay, so quartz fiber is what we need here for our wireless connectors. So let's just go 4 of these, which will only be 2 sets. We don't really need the other set right now. So what I'm thinking is we probably put this here in the center. Dang it. Here in the center. And then we go back up a layer. I turn my magnet or my jetpack off for a second there. Okay. And then cable. And we can just branch out in these directions. So this will be not too difficult, I don't think. Because each one of these is going to have its own pattern provider, which is a little overkill, but I think it should work. And of course, we don't need the extended one because we're not really doing a whole lot of recipes through here. And then, can I get this lower? So LaserIO, here, and then I think I have in one of these backpacks some existing cards. So I've got this one, which is the hardened, but I don't want to do that probably because it's actually an overkill of a recipe, I think, because it's the block version and not the actual original ingot to ingot. So let's see. So on the... Oh, actually, I don't know if I can pull out of that one. Can I? I don't think I can pull out of the pattern provider. I've never tried that, but we're just going to avoid trying it just in case it doesn't work out. We'll just get this set in stone. So laser node, on the down direction, we're going to want to extract. Let's do extract that. And then here on the down direction, we're going to want to insert. So this has been set to diamond. So let's get iron and gold. Actually, I think that was the diamond filter, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll just reset that later. Okay, so let's get iron and gold. So 1 to 1. Because, of course, this is a counting filter. So, doodle-doo, get rid of those. So that, and then all we need to do now is this to here. And then we're probably going to want an interface to actually extract into. Which I think we're going to need to run cable to here. And then what we can do is we can say on the... Ooh, did I do this the right way? Yeah. So here we're going to do insert on the interface side, which is west. and then there we're going to do that. So we're probably going to want to run this once here. So we can actually get an ingot. And we'll get rid of that, and we'll do that. Okay. So that'll be extracting, and this will be inserting into there. So what should happen now is if we grab some gold, and we grab some iron, we toss this in this barrel, and then it should basically just make the item, throw it in back into the interface, and then continuously craft. Okay? So nothing really, really complicated with automating Powah, right? And this is going to go for all of them. There's nothing special with any of them. Even the Nitro, because the Nitro requires several other items. I think it's the most items out of any of them. And really, you just do the exact same thing. You count, in this case, 2 redstone blocks instead of 1, and a blazing crystal block, and also another star. So nothing too crazy. What I will mention is, of course, you do need to make sure that each one has enough power. So if you have the ability to do, Nitro or Spirited or Niotic, I would say Spirited or Nitro is probably the best for all of them. If you don't feel like going and doing Nitro immediately, which I may do Nitro immediately, who knows. But yeah, for right now, this is definitely going to improve things, because then that way we're able to basically say, hey, I need more thermo generators for X, Y, and Z, or I need to update my thermo generators, which I do. I want to get them to Nitro, because in that way we just basically have power till the end of the game. But we will be doing a mechanism reactor and stuff. We may just void power. So with this automated, I think it's a good time to wrap up this episode. I know we really haven't done a whole lot. These next few episodes, I said this in the live stream, are going to be a little bit more not so focused on mod expansion, more so just getting things settled down to a comfortable state. And then, of course, we're going to get into occultism or Ars Nouveau. Probably get into Ars Nouveau just a little bit further. I don't know how much we're going to need for all the mods, the all the mods star at all, because I really haven't looked too far into the star. But from what I know is we're going to have to do quite a bit of just looking at a couple mods, getting as far as we can, because yeah, you can see here, we need to get into AE2 a little bit further to get the Quantum Ring. We also need to get into Iron Spellbooks, Forbidden Arcanus, Pneumatic Crafter Pressurized. There's Occultism. There's Evil Craft, Apotheosis, Mjolnir. So there's tons of different stuff within each of these items. Because here's like a Wither Compass, which is blood magic. Looks like Cataclysm mod. Abyssal Sacrifice from Cataclysm. Wither Builder. So the only item we've got out of this is a Heart of the Deep. And the Wither Builder, I think, requires the Aether Essence or Ether Essence. So we've got a lot of things to look at. And I know, I think my next mod really is going to be probably Occultism, because I want to look at Occultism. And I think we should be able to do probably at least 2 layers of Occultism. But I know we're getting close to that bottom, so we do need to be cautious of that. And we may need to look at going up, maybe, who knows. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for talking and rambling on, but thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.